Today we are going to do some more work on the Meteor 350. So here's the bike, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a backrest on it. Friend of mine that has this got a son that wants to ride with her, and the backrest is going to make it a little more secure so he doesn't go taking a header off the back of it when she hits the gas. So here's the parts you're going to need. So you've got the two supports. Here's the backrest itself and the bolts. This is going to replace the little grab rails that are already on it right here. So let me set the camera up and we'll get this done. First thing we're going to do, like I said, we're going to take these grab rails off. We're going to use a 6mm hex, and I'm putting it on a socket wrench. There we go. Take these off. Alright, so that comes off pretty easily. Set that aside. I've got the before, the original one, and this is the after one. This is the one that's going to have the backrest on it. So when I pulled this one out, you notice that the bolts are different sizes. The kit comes with new back bolts, I'll say, and I'll say that because this is where that bolt was. It was in the back. The longer one is in the front because it has to go through the brace, as well as up here it has to go through the seat and into the subframe. So what it says to do in the instructions is they give you the new back bolts. It says to reuse the front bolt and use a new back bolt. This is a brand new bike, so this bolt is actually in good shape. Even the Loctite is still good. So check your bolt. If you need to, you can reuse the old one, or you can use the new one with Loctite. So either way, we're going to reuse the bolts. Actually, I've mixed the bolts up, so I don't even know which one's new, which one's old, in all honesty. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the back one on just so I have some stability when I'm trying to line it up with the front bolt. So I'm just going to hand tighten this for now, and then I'm still holding on to it because I don't want to let it droop and scratch at the fender. Now at this point, what I'm doing is I'm getting this through here, through the support, and then into the seat, and then I'm going to start threading it in here. Now I'm going to tighten it down a little bit, but I'm not going to crank this thing down because I want to be able to move it and shift it around to make sure that the back pad's fitting up good. What I'm going to do is off camera, I'll do the other side, and then we'll join back when we start to put the back pad on. We've got both sides on, and what we want to do is get the backrest here. So that's what it looks like in the front, and that's going to be set there, and a Royal Enfield plate. It's going to go over it, bolts go through it, bada boom, bada bing, you're done. The reason I said don't tighten these down all the way is because you do want a little bit of a play in them, because you want to make sure you get them lined up. So what I want to do is start, see if I can get some bolts in there. Alright, so lining these up, and this is why I said don't tighten everything down yet. You want a little bit of play side to side, and you still don't have a whole lot, but you want to line the holes up through the back plate, through the braces, and into the back seat. It's harder than it looks, only because just lining things up is sometimes a pain in the butt. So what I did is I ended up getting two of them lined up like this, okay, and then I really had to kind of fight with the ones on this side to line them up. I got one done, everything was looking good, so what I ended up doing is getting my Ryobi power screwdriver. That way I could put pressure on it in this way while kind of moving it and cranking it a little bit with my hand to get the bolts lined up. So once you do that, everything's lined up. So Job is done, with the exception of one last thing, and that is to torque these bolts down. So that's what I'll do next. These on the side, they're going to be tightened down to 25 Newton meters, which is about 18.5 foot-pounds. So let's get our trusty dusty torque wrench. All right, so I'm going to torque down the other side, and then the torque specs for the back of the seat is, I believe, 12 Newton meters, which I think is about 8 foot-pounds. 8 or 9, I think 9 actually. All right, and again, these are 6 millimeter. These, I believe, are 4. I'll put the description and links to the stuff I'm using in the video description. And these I don't think it's really super important to torque down. They're not going to fall out, but if you're going to do it, you might as well do it kind of correct. All right, that's the job. So, like and subscribe, leave any comments below. Let me know how you guys like it. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go. Click on some other videos, but go home.